Welcome to Chessington World of Adventures, and we are going to take you around the park today for a construction update. Now yes, nothing is happening behind us on the new Amazon coaster site. However, there is plenty of off-season construction going on around the park. That includes Seastorm, loads going on in Wild Asia, some touch-ups going on as well in Croc Drop. Now then, we do have access to Wild Asia during the Winter's Tale, which is a great chance to see some closed season maintenance up here that you never normally see because it's closed. So you can see from underneath there that Cobra's been completely ripped out, all the Cobras. Theming is removed off the top. As you come through the gap here, it is a hive of activity. So starting on the right, you can see Tiger Rock boats, which are laid out across there. You've got the Cobras from the top of the Cobra ride. You've also seen today, we've seen that they've been painting the elephants. So this one directly in front of us is complete, with the one on the left here in progress at the moment. You can see a part of the Jungle Bus on the floor there. The Jungle Bus, which was supposed to be open for Winter's Tale, isn't open for Winter's Tale. And over the back, you can see the actual Jungle Bus itself with some more boats. So we'll wander along there and show you some of the bits and pieces we've got along here. It's been nicely fenced off. The Jungle Bus was supposed to be open, and I would assume that's because the kitchen up here is open for the winter event, but instead Tuk Tuk Terminal is open instead. Now from the other end, you can see the Jungle Bus itself. You can see actually this side of the elephant is complete. You've got Dodgem's cars, and it does look like in general they're doing quite a lot of work to Wild Asia. I'd probably argue that Wild Asia has looked a little worn in the last couple of years. Potentially by the entrance, we used to have a Wild Asia sign, but you can see all this is being completely redone. The elephant's being completely redone. You can see some work around here needs to be done. You know, if they can get this back to how it was looking in 2010. I remember walking in here in 2010 when it opened, and it just looked incredible. It really looked incredible. It was kind of, you know, breathtaking how great it was. The whole front of that building we did comment on wasn't looking great. So it'd be really interesting to see just how much work they're doing here. And of course, this is a very rare chance as well to see the back of the Jungle Bus, which again, you can see quite a lot of red has come through from Dennis the Menace days. So yeah, I'd love to see this area get a real good cleanup. Now as we pan around here, this is a completely different view.
But I don't think they'll paint any of that, even though it looks in the worst condition.
So this is fairly normal for a wave swinger to come down and look like this during the closed season. Everything is stripped down. Obviously every component is checked, all the motors are checked. Everything is NDT tested. All the panels are stored. But it's just not something you see very often at all. Really isn't something you see. A lot of work going on up here in Wild Asia, which you're not normally privy to. So yeah, really fascinating. You know how much I love closed season, so it's really great to see just how the park operate and where everything goes. It's probably quite a mission to get those boats around here, in honesty. Probably quite a mission to do that. But all done outside rather than down in the workshop. These bits are all done and worked on outside. And as we said, Jungle Bus was supposed to be open today for winter's event, but it's not. And you might be able to see as well through the gap, it looks like the Cobra sign's been painted as well.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, potentially a lot of work's going on. This area could look really fresh for 2022, which will be fantastic for the park. We've got other bits and pieces to look at, which we'll show you around by Tiger Rock, down by Seastorm as well. I love closed season. This is what I love. Here's the state of the Jungle Bus. So a lot of people thought this was going to be removed for next year. I don't think it is, to be honest. I think it's obviously got a problem and they're working on it. It's still in the park. They have actually dismantled it as well. It looks like there's winter maintenance going on, but it's certainly not open for Winter's Tale this year. Right, our next stop on our construction is of course Seastorm.
What's left?
It's actually not unusual to see Seastorm completely stripped down during the closed season. By any means, to be honest with you. I can't really tell if there's anything extra going on. There's certainly a lot of work going on. Bear in mind the ride's been closed since September. You have to wonder, unless they're waiting for a part, whether it could have been done earlier, but it hasn't been. Now we'll go over there and we'll show you the actual arms of Seastorm. It is a normal resting place on what they've been using for the Gruffalo extended queue over the last couple of years. Indeed, where the picnic areas over there is where they tend to store the bits for this. And I think they're all kind of painted up and tested over there as well. So we'll take you over there now and show you. So finally, here are the arms for the Seastorm. This is a normal place for them, to be honest, when the ride is being, well, it's under winter maintenance. When we've seen it in February, generally it is open for winter sale. So when we see it in February, this is where these sit and are cleaned up and polished and checked and all sorted out for the new season. Which, as we said, the main ride is undergoing quite an extensive refurbishment, I believe, this season after a failure during the summer. It'd be great to see it back open next year. It is a family favourite, and I have no doubt it would have been open for the Winter's Tale event, which is currently on at the park as well. So we've got one more thing to show you on the closed season update, which is down at Croc Drop, which is something we mentioned in our last update on our zoo weekend. So we hope you watched that, and we'll take you down there and show you what they're doing down at the drop tower. Now finally, here we are down at Croc Drop, the brand new ride for 2021. Hopefully you can see inside there. There's quite a lot going on. All the seats have been taken off while the tower is still there, and you know, the base is still there, if you will. All the seats and everything have been taken off. All the plates are out as well, which sit on the floor, so you've been exposed wooden floor. So as you can see, and we did point out last time, the paint has really peeled off it. And I mean really, and to be fair, it's probably got worse since we were here a couple of weeks ago. Now the park have erected scaffolding, and I think they are addressing this. But you've got to question, after less than a year in operation, why it's that bad, to be honest. Because it did look, I mean, opening day, okay, second opening day, I wasn't here opening day, but it looked amazing when it opened, really, really amazing. And it still looks impressive now, in fairness. But it is just tarnished a bit by some of the paintwork. But yeah, I just don't really understand why it's so bad. It's good that the park are addressing it, 100%. Be great to see Croc Drop back in you know, full flow, and it would have been good to see it open for Christmas.
I think it will be next year.
That concludes our off-season update, our closed season update from Chessington World of Adventures. As I said, there is a lot to look at, which is great on closed season, and in events like Winter's Tale, this is the most the park has ever been open for us to look around. And of course, it's the first year as well that Croc Drop's been here for us to come down and look at that. Really, really impressed with the things we're seeing. We're seeing this being touched up, which is fantastic. We're also seeing the work in Wild Asia, which is really, really good, including the work on the Jungle Bus, which everyone thought might close. And then, of course, Seastorm as well, being ripped apart and clearly being worked on, not removed. So some real positives coming from Chessington World of Adventures. What have you seen today that maybe we haven't picked up on our walk around? What are you looking forward to in 2022? Do you think the park are getting anything new in 2022? We've spoken about other parks, but is there anything new coming here? Or do you think we're just going to have a year of everything being repainted and upgraded? Let us know what you think. But from Croc Drop in Chessington World of Adventures, this has been UK Theme Parks, and we'll see you next time.